Welcome to Rustic Cottage Co. I'm Julie and I hope you like my Facebook page Rustic Cottage Co, my group Rustic Cottage Co and my YouTube channel Rustic Cottage Co. This video is to inspire you. Please give the thumbs up, like, tell your friends and pass the word on. That will help my business. I much appreciate the time you're taking to enjoy this video. Please keep watching and let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you again for watching Rustic Cottage Co. from Julie. Have a great day. Enjoy the movie. So I've just got this piece dropped off and I'm thinking inspiration for this piece. It's got some good bones to it. It's on the shiny side, so it will take a little bit of painting, but that's fine. I think we'll do a little rustic, but not too much, as it's got a little bit of a modern twist to it. I'm not so sure on the handles. What do you think of the handles? I don't know if to paint them or switch them out. They're definitely not my style. And also the glass will be coming out. So I'm gonna have some fun with this piece and working on that. I'm not sure how far I'll get, but I'll get started on that in this video. Let's see what else I've got. And of course I've got this piece, which is the middle section of that last piece of furniture, and I'll be working on that this week. There'll be a lot of cutting involved, so I will be asking Bob the builder to come on over and cut it, but I want to mark it out, size it up, and maybe draw out an idea. If I draw it out and put the measurements in, it's a lot easier for him to create what I have in my vision. So I'll be working on that as well this week. And I'm going to be doing, I think, some dollar store items as well. It's been a while since I've been doing that, so I've picked up a couple of things and I'm going to also go to the dollar store this week and see what else I can find. I've picked up so far two items, these two items from the dollar store, and this one is going to have a complete transformation. And this one here, I was going to pick up the plain white ones, and I thought, you know what, I don't know what I'm going to put with them. This is just a staging more than anything, but I thought, you know what, it'd be cute to have the bees and do something more that way for spring rather than have everything white. So rather than picking up the white gloves, I do paint a lot of white, so I figured I'd pick up the gloves with a little bit of detail on them and colour on them. And I'm now going to head off to Dollar Tree and see what I can find there. I'm also going to be painting up this piece here, this little chair. Do you remember I got it from the thrift haul last week, but I didn't get around to painting it last week, so I'm going to be painting that one up too this week and finishing it and trying to decide whether I'm going to display it as, I'll probably do both, but display it as a chair, or also I'm liking the fact that if you bring this top bit down, you kind of got a little bit of a step stool type thing here too, and I like that as well, and I could maybe put some pots or something on it. So I haven't decided. I'll probably take pictures and video of both ways, but I also have to think when I'm doing the painting of it that it looks good both ways. So that I'll be painting up as well. So lots to do this week. Hi everyone, and I just got in this morning, so another day. I'm not sure. My week, as you've seen so far, has been I'm painting some smalls, I'm doing some furniture. I went to the dollar store, picked up a couple of things, and this morning I was going to go to the other dollar store, Dollar Tree, and pick up some more items. And I got there was nothing there that was interesting enough for me to think, oh, I could do this or I could do that. Not one thing. And I think just being in between seasons, and for us here, I know it's all over the world, I'm not saying just us, but our shelves are pretty slim pickings right now. For November, when we had the flooding, and then through the end of December, beginning of January, we had the extreme cold. So not everything's coming in, especially things that come in from the States. Our borders, because of everything happening, nothing much is coming in. So it was definitely slim pickings, and I thought, you know what, I'm out. Let's go to a thrift store. Of course, let's go to a thrift store. So I went to my second favourite because I'd already just a couple of days gone to the other one was naughty, remember? Do you remember the last video? Anyway, so I went to my second favourite. It wasn't far away from where I was at, and I got there and the parking lot was full. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I thought, you know, I'm already getting a little late for getting to here to get my day going. I'll give myself 5 minutes to wait for someone to come out of a store and I can take their parking space. So just 30 seconds left of my 5 minutes, there was a gentleman coming out of the store and he definitely had a vehicle. So I looked to see where he was going for his vehicle and I pulled up close to where he was and had my indicator on ready. And he's just starting to pull out and here comes another lady from the other side and puts her indicator on. I thought, oh no lady, sorry, but I'm that age, menopause. I'm getting that spot. So I got the spot. Not sure she was very happy, but I'd already waited. I was already kind of coming in here a little later than I like to. Hadn't found anything at the Dollar Tree, so I was going to this place and I had a nice time, but there wasn't much there either. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I got and then I can get going with my day and get some painting done and cheer myself up. That's what I do to cheer myself up, is painting. So the first thing I'm going to show you is quite heavy, so I'm going to show it to you first. I picked up this. It, as I say, is heavy metal sides and it's good wood, heavy wood. And then inside it's got these jars, big jars, which is probably making it really heavy. The lights, I'm not sure if they're working. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like it's all been screwed together. So what I'm thinking is just to unscrew everything, see what's up, see how it's been put together. If I can fix it, great. If I can't, then I'll turn it into something else and have some fun with it. And it was only $4.99 for this heavy duty, so I thought that was a good find. Now, what else did I get? Let's put it in front of me, gently. And, oh, yep, I got this character here. Is $1.99. And I got 2 of these, so I'll put them together when I finish because they did go together. $1.99, little duck here. I will paint up and make it more my style. And this was the one, $1.99. This one went with it. This one even had a little ribbon bow. That's definitely coming off. So I'm going to paint them both up, have them go look together, matching together. Where the gold is, I will put some darker colour so that I can do some wet distress back onto a darker colour, but not much. Paint these up, make them more my style, and I think they'll look cute for spring. Now, I picked this up because it had some handles. I liked the look of it. You can usually get these quite easily, but I thought if I put a little plant pot in here, maybe some plant or something like that, and use this to help, you know, put it onto some staging, I think that's great. It was $1.69, and yeah, I kind of quite like that. Even for Easter, you could put some little Easter eggs in. So you can't go wrong, right? So that was an easy find. And then I found 2 of these. There were $3.49. I think they might have been something off because they were a different colour label. So I might have gotten them a little cheaper. I could look later, but I'm not sure. Now, to me, they look like you could put some plants in and do a really nice Mother's Day planting for on the table or even the patio table outside. I thought that would be nice. And also for Easter coming up, an egg basket, that kind of look too. So I'm kind of got different ideas for this. and I'm not sure, shall I leave it black, shall I paint it up, what shall I do with these, you know? So as I say, I've got two of them, both $3.49, and I should have paid more attention. Let me see here, I've got my receipts. Probably you're like, oh, I'm not bothered what you paid. But let's see. Yeah, no, I paid $3.49 for those. But I'm just looking right now, this first item, this here, $4.99, I actually paid $1.99 for all this. So I'm even happier. I'm glad I looked, it cheered me up. So this whole wooden tray, trough, however I'm going to make it look, I ended up getting so heavy actually. Well, I'm a weakling, sorry, I'm a weakling. But it's so heavy, but I got it for $1.99, so that was good, I like that. So I'm going to sort things out. I'm not going to get to these items today, painting them, because I just started to sort some stuff yesterday. So I will next show you the stage I'm at with those items, and hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have either finished these or got a good start on them, so I'll show you that too, all right? So the first coat is on the little steps there, the little chair that turns into steps. And while I had that colour out, I did some of the ducts too. The parts that were gold, I have done darker. And if you remember, I got this from one of the dollar stores, so I was able to paint that up. Now this one here, I did manage to take it apart. A little harder than I thought because, yeah, they screwed it in, but they glued it too. So I have to clean up the glue, and then I'm going to stain it. So what I've done here is I mixed a red and a turquoise blue acrylic paint with some salt wash, and I mixed them up and then sploshed them on, splodged them on, however you'd like to see, dabbed it on. And it's going to take a while to dry. This will be definitely an overnight. And where it's red and then the blue and then they mixed, we come up with a little bit of a mauvey purpley colour because they mixed. Got all kinds of things going on. Gonna let this completely dry. A couple of really wet spots there, but that's okay. And here, but they're gonna let them completely dry. And then I want to, on the top of it, then put a clear coat and have some fun with that. And then we will be doing the top coat. Well, what a mess, but that's good. I've always said in the past, when you get to this messy stage, a lot of the times people that are new to the business think, what did I do? Second guess themselves. But this is the exciting stage, because after this point, it just comes together, and everything comes together once you get to this point. This is the worst, and then we start putting the top coats on and you can see where it's going to go. So the paint dried, I have put on a clear coat, and the reason I put on a clear coat in between the base coat and the top coats is quite often I wet distress back. Now when you wet distress back through water-based paints, you can wet distress right through the whole thing by just a light rub. So if you put a clear coat between them, you're less likely to go right through to the base, and you only wet distress back through to what you actually made as your base. So I want to wet distress back to these colours. I don't want to wet distress right back to the wood. So that's why I put a clear coat barrier in between to help that. Now you're also wondering probably, I have spray painted the little delicate areas here, and you're probably thinking, oh my goodness, she's got it all over the windows. but I'm actually taking the glass out. I just kept them in while I did the spray painting because I figured that would stop the spray going on the inside of the cabinet. So once it's all dry and I finished all the outside, I will take the actual glass out. I'm just finishing up putting the last of the coats on these little items, doing the underneath, finishing on. They take 2 and a bit coats, 2 full coats on everything, and then touch-ups. Obviously, these little pots here, I will be painting the inside, so that'll take a little time too. I have the first top coat on, and the first coat always looks a little messy, but I'm actually so excited, so happy with this top coat. Sorry, I had my thumb in the way there. I'm too excited to put my thumb in the way. It's going to take 2 full coats and a lot of touch up on this. So it's going to, it's going to take time, and it's going to need good drying in between because the paint is really thick. But the texture I have gotten on to this piece here, which is showing already, even though the paint is wet, and it's just white first coat right now, but I think it's looking amazing, and I'm so excited how it's going to come out and how it's going to be. So I'm going to let this first coat, because we've had so many different layers, so many different textures, everything going on this, I'm going to let this first coat really dry. So it'll be a good, I would give it a good 8 hours overnight, however you want to call it. And we'll go from there, because the second coat going on top, that's even yet another layer. So we'll see how things go, and it's coming out exactly how I wanted it to, so I'm really happy right now. And just get the next coat on, but I like to rush things, but I can't rush this. I need to just wait for this to fully dry. So what I've done now, as you can see, is I've gone in with some sandpaper and just sanded over the areas and where the peaks were, the details, the distress, the texture. It's sanded off the top to reveal the paint underneath and gives it a little bit of that old look. And what I'm going to do, once I'm just let it settle, I've just dusted it off, cleaned it off, we'll be putting some antiquing wax and some clear wax on the whole thing, and that will give it even more age. As you can see now, I am just measuring out for the top what pieces of wood I would like. The 2 lighter ones I'm going to stain, the 2 darker ones I'm going to keep as is and just put clear coat over the whole lot. And then I am creating some wooden drawers to pull out in the area where I've got those pieces of wood. They're going to be the base of the drawers. So I'm going to be painting them up and marking them out and cutting them up. So it's coming along nicely. I think it looks amazing. I've took the glass out now, so that looks even better. The only thing I'm wondering about still, I don't like the knobs on it. I don't mind them, but I just find them small. So I'm going to go look through my stash and see what I have. These items are finished. The little ducks I think look adorable. I love the way I've kind of almost had them look like they're together as one, touching. And then I have the little shovel there, little spade. In England we call them trowels, the little ones, but in Canada, America, I don't know what you call them. That's one word I haven't learned yet, but there you go. And the white basket I picked up from a thrift haul last week. I painted it up but didn't manage to get it in time for the pictures, so I thought I'd do them today in the pictures. That one's finished. They are finished. And these are finished. Don't they look adorable? I love them. I'm Julie from Rustic Cottage Co. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and thumbs up. Thank you.